The next one we're going to cover is Governor Vessel-24, and that's to be found right in the middle of the forehead here, just down from the hairline. And this is known as the courtyard of the spirit. It's like where some of your passion, some of your actual sort of get up and go lives. Now, there are any number of strikes we can do into this, any number, but for a very, very gentle one, just to give you an idea of what this has the effect. I've been told by people far greater than me at pressure points that this point here is linked through to the pineal gland on the back of the head. And striking into this can cause unconsciousness very, very, very easily. Now, if I just come into John here, I'm going to strike gently in an in and down motion. This is another one of the players, the angle of attack on that particular system. Now, we talked earlier on about the breathing, how effective this is. I'm just going to show you how this makes an effect. First one, I'm not going to breathe, I'm just going to hold my breath and hit very, very gently. And remember, we're talking about 5 to 10% maximum. What sort of effect does that have?
It's instantly, I feel it on the back of my head where my medulla is.
Mm-hmm. Link through to there.
Uncomfortable straight away.
Yeah, okay. If we put the breath...
Yeah, that's got a very strong after effect.
Which is?
Pain to the front of the back, obviously, and more intense pain to the back where the medulla is situated.
Okay. Now, realistically, are we going to do that sort of strike? Probably not. The reality is I'm going to come through with a palm heel and strike into that really, really hard. Very, very useful. If someone's covered up in a really low stance and I can't really get into here, this is a perfect strike to come in, and at least what you're going to do, you're going to get a shock effect. And that shock effect, if I come in here, his head's going to go back, and then I can come in with a follow-up technique. Very, very useful. Now, be careful of this one. One of the effects I've had from a lot of people is when you strike into this, you almost get like a brain freeze, very akin to when you've had a bit too much ice cream and you get that horrible effect. All these points, let me just stress again, are to be treated with the utmost respect. So if you practice this at home or with down at the club with training partners, please, I stress to you, 5 to 10% maximum. That's all we need to get an effect. What we do in the club here is we always have a very good communication system between the people who are training. Ideally, we have a system where we use 1 to 10. 1 is, I felt the technique didn't really have much effect on me, so I now know I can step this up. And I'd much rather people start low, get no effect, than go straight in and cause damage to their training partners, which is the last thing we want. Ideally, we want to look between 3 and 4. 10 being, I'm unconscious, you fucker, it's my turn next. Okay? So 3 to 4, that's about all we need to do. Please, please be careful with this, yeah?